Alright, so welcome to MARQUEE tutorials. So this is Photoshop, and then I'll go ahead and try to reset essentials. Okay, so this is how it looks like from the basics. So what I will do is I will go to open files. So let's use these three pictures. Use press Control and hold to select all the three images. Alright, so we have these three images. So now let's start with the first tool. The first tool over here, if you right click on it, it has a shortcut V, and we call it the move tool. The move tool allows you to move layers, okay, on the picture. So if you click on it and you double click on the picture and hold, you'll be able to drag it around like this. That is the function of the move tool. Alright, so you go to the second one, which is the rectangular marquee tool. It allows you, the first one allows you to make rectangular selections. Alright, if you make this selection, you can move it using the move tool V, and then you can drag it about. Okay, so now the second one allows you to make circular or elliptical selections also. So if you make a circular selection over here, now if you select this and you don't press the move tool, you won't be able to move it. So you press V shortcut and you'll be able to move this one. You can even move it into other pictures. Alright, so the other two, it is a single row and then the single column. The single row allows you to make a selection of horizontal pixels, and then the single column allows you to make a vertical selection. These two, we hardly use them. Alright, so let's move on to the next. If you right click on it, you have the first one as a lasso tool. The lasso tool allows you to make freehand selection. Okay, so let's say you want to select this donkey, you can make a freehand drawing over the donkey with your free hand like this. Alright, so now you have this freehand selection. You press V and then you'll be able to move the freehand selection that you've made. Okay, if you want, you can even cut it or copy it into a new layer. If you cut it and paste, you have a new layer there, and then you can click this to hide the original one, and you have this new layer as a donkey only. Alright, so the next one under the lasso tool is what we call the polygonal lasso tool. The polygonal lasso tool also allows you to make selection, just that it allows you to make points. Okay, so let's say you want to select this donkey more accurately. You can start by clicking here. Alright, then you come here, click, and here click, then whatever you want to make a curve, you click, and it will give you a new direction. You see that? So you click, come here, and click. Whenever you want to make a curve, just click. Alright, I'm just making fast clicks. Okay, so you can do this very accurately on your own. Alright, so you have this. So if you want to move it again, use the move tool. You'll be able to drag it all along. Right, so that is the function of the polygonal lasso tool. And the next one is the magnetic lasso tool. As the name suggests, it works like a magnet. It allows you to select edges. Okay, so if you select that one, magnetic lasso tool, the moment you click on an edge, you just follow the edge. Okay, and you see that it will align itself with the edge. Alright, you see that whenever you make a wrong selection, like what you have over here, you can click, press the backspace, and to allow you to go back again. You can click at the edge there to put a point, and then you follow the new edge. Get here, click to put a point, click to put a point, click to put a point, click to put a point. and you follow it this way. Then when you get to the last one, you double click, okay, and then you have this selection. So you can use V to move that selected portion the way you want it. You can cut and copy it anyhow you want it. Now the next tool, okay, so the next tool, we are done with that one. So the next tool is the quick selection. The quick selection makes selection of the same color, okay. So if you want to make a selection, an item of the same color, you use the quick selection tool. Let's say we want to select this guy's head. You can just do like this. This is too broad, so let's take this guy's head. Alright, so you see this is a quick selection. Now if you want to remove this portion, just go to the minus sign, click on the minus sign, and then you can remove this portion, remove that portion, remove this portion. If you want to add the other areas, click the plus sign, click the hair so that this portion will be added in that order. So you continue doing that until you have something that is close to the head. You select it. Alright, so after doing everything, if you want to move it, just use V, select the head, and you'll be able to move it about the way you want it. Now the next tool is the magic wand. Now the magic wands make selections of the same color. So if you have items of the same color and you want to select them, the best tool to use is the magic wand tool. So let's say you want to select this blue color, just click on it. Okay, you see that, perfect, it selects everything. If you want to move it, you use V, and then you are able to drag it about. So I think we are done with that as well. And the next is the crop tool. The crop tool allows you to make, like, to crop the picture or reduce the size of the picture. Okay, so whenever you make a selection and you want to deselect, alright, so basically that is how it is. Deselect. So you take the crop tool. Let's say you want to crop only the donkey, you can just do this, drag it over here, so you have that, adjust it the way you want it. Alright, then you come and click this correct sign, then you have all doing, so any other parts will be deleted and you have only your cropped image. So that is the function of the crop tool. Now the other tool under the crop is the perspective tool. It allows you to tilt your images. Okay, so if you want to make a selection and then you tilt, and the correct tool to use is the perspective tool. So after selecting like this, you click on one edge and you slant it. Alright, and click on this and also slant it inwards, and then click the mark tool. You are good to go. So this is how your image will look like. Let's zoom out, press Z and Alt. Okay, so this is how it becomes slanted. You see that the edge of the donkey is looking, the back side is looking bigger than this side. So that is a perspective tool. Okay, so that is how it works. Now let's go to the next tool, the slice tool. So basically this tool, we won't use it that much, so let's jump it. Let's go to the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool allows you to pick colors on the sorry, on your pictures. So if you click this green color, it will change your background or your top layer color to green. So that means whenever you are going to make a painting with your brush, the color will be green. Okay, if you want to select a different color, click on this, become brown. So if you go to your brush and you want to use it, you get a brown color in that order. Okay, so this one, the opacity has been reduced, so you can increase the opacity to, let's say, 100. Right, so when you are drawing again, you get a deeper color. You can reduce the size is too big, you can reduce it over here, so you have that. Right. So basically that is how the eyedropper tool works. It's for selecting colors. This 3D, forget about it. The color sampler tool will tell you the components of the color in numbers. Okay, so those who actually do programming will know what we are talking about. Now this gives you information about the color you are selecting, and you'll be able to get the same color using that information. Right. Now the ruler tool allows you to measure the distances between two items. Let's say you want to measure the distance between the two hairs. Just drag between this and this. It will show you the information that the angle is minus 9.6 degrees, and then the distance is 119.68 between the two hairs. Okay, that is the use of the ruler, measuring distances between two items in the picture. The note tool allows you to take note and keep them about individuals. You can type about this guy with blue shirt. Okay, that is all about it. You can also take a note on this, take a note on all the items, so that maybe if you want to come back to them and do something later on, you won't forget. That is basically the use of the note tool. Now the next is the count tool. The count tool also allows you to count your items. Let's say you have this as one character, the color is green, so you can change the color, any color at all that you want. So let's take a red color, click OK. So this is number 1, this is number 2. The color is still not changing. Now let's take dark. Okay, we didn't select the color one. Alright, so it's now red. So over here is number 3. Put it on top here, number 4. So you can make selection of items. Alright, in that order.